All right, what up, y'all, man? We back, man. Straight Facts with Gutter, man. Presents Health is Wealth, the Dovaway, episode 26, man. We passed the quarter century mark. So
Yes,
as
sir.
everybody knows, you know what I mean. Like you shed skin when you pass certain milestones in life and shit like that. So you know what I mean. We back. We got a good show for y'all, man. We're gonna talk about core. We're gonna talk about one of the greatest supplements, which is vitamin D. No pause needed. We grown as men,
Crucial, crucial.
but it's very crucial, man.
I mean,
We're not.
technically, it's the greatest supplement across the board. Really, no pause needed. You're right.
Yeah, I mean the only pause needed there is my thotty cousin. When I told her we was gonna do vitamin D, she's like, "Oh, word! I'm tuning in." I'm like, "Really now?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was like,
"Wow."
word, chill out.
We're not even talking about that type. Go sit down. But still share it, like it, comment. Listen, man, I'm promoting the YouTube a lot more now. So if y'all go on the IG, for Straight Health is Wealth, y'all gonna see that now is actually the YouTube link on there instead of the website. Y'all can find the website
Right.
on Straight from the Gutter IG, and you can
And
go to
that's really thanks to y'all.
thedovaway.com.
That's really thanks to y'all because we've been getting a lot more feedback. We've been getting a lot more viewers, and y'all just want easier access, And I appreciate y'all tuning in and keeping up with us and wanting to know more. So it's just a part of the growth, man. Thank y'all.
Right? Like, listen, man. At the end of the day, we're nothing without y'all. Cause I could
Yeah.
FaceTime Dover and we'll talk, and that'll be that. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? But we put in the time out. We putting this out there for y'all, putting it out into the universe and manifesting positive things. Um, so y'all know that's how
Yes,
we
sir.
building it up, man. But listen, Dover's about to hit y'all with one of the best core exercises that you could do. Dover, talk to the people, bro.
Yeah, man. I put a couple of core exercises together. A lot of these you could do at home. I started out with an exercise that you don't really you don't have to do in the gym at all. Like a lot of people do this. Actually, on my way to record the first scene of the video, it was taken up. There was a line to do this exercise, this particular core exercise. And it's not that it's a waste of time. It's kind of close to what I was talking about, how the leg machines are not really needed. You could do different leg workouts and get much better results. But this core machine in particular, a lot of people do, a lot of overweight people do, and it's really not going to get you the benefits you thinking you're going to get. So plug that video in, man. Let's go. So this is what I'm talking about right here. You see a lot of people on this machine. In particular, a lot of heavy set people are on this machine because they think this is the easiest thing for them to do. You're sitting down, you're basically on this weighted rocket chair, and my cameraman making me laugh. So
He
we having
said
a
a
good time.
weighted rocking chair.
That's all that is a way to rocking chair, man. You're gonna feel some tension, yeah. Like you're gonna feel some force, but there are a lot of easier ways to do this, which is what I'm gonna show you. So basically, the expert version of this is you hanging on a bar and doing it this way. Now, if you're a super beginner and you couldn't do this, then you would just hang on the bar. You wouldn't do anything but just hang on the bar. But as you hang on the bar, you'll be able to move your legs more. And as you move your legs more, you'll be able to do more reps. And you could even just isolate it. So if you could just even do this, that's progress right there. That's much better progress for you than the rocking chair. You at home, do a little plank ups, and you do about 10 of these, you'll start getting tired. You're stretching your arms is activating more of your core. And if you can't do that, then just tap the box right there. Pause. Just tap the box over and over again if you can't really lift yourself up. Then we're gonna keep it moving. You got these right here. These are like kind of like half a burpee, right? The bottom half of a burpee. Another thing you could do at home. If you can't do this version like side to side like that, then just start as high as you can go. No big deal. And then you see people doing regular crunches. Regular crunches is also not needed. Just like in the beginning of the video, this is not needed. Instead, just do the bicycle sit-ups, man. That's way better for you. You're gonna get a lot more activation and you can get tired a lot quicker.
All
Come on,
right.
man. I does that. You see, I went with the flow on that one.
What is the actual exercise from the set that you showed that will eliminate the fat faster?
Well, essentially, all those workouts, none of them is going to eliminate the fat. Like none of them, right? When you're working out your core, you're building your foundation, you're building your base, you're getting stronger. But you could really build up your core, and you're going to have core under your fat, right? And it's not necessarily going to burn your fat. What's going to burn your fat is calorie deficit. Just don't eat as much. That's what's going to burn your fat. Do more cardio, more weights. That's all that in as a whole is going to lose your fat. But that right there, core workouts, is not really going to burn your fat. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to help you lift more weights. It's going to help you be able to do push-ups, pull-ups. Because like I said, that's your foundation. But as far as just burning fat, that's not the purpose of core exercises, you know.
But what about those dudes have that you see the six pack on top of the beer belly? What exercise were they doing?
They on that juice, some of them. The bodybuilders that got the pot bellies with the abs,
Yeah.
that's a lot of supplementation, man. Some legal, some illegal. That's what that is. Ain't no way you're gonna have a pot belly with abs, man. Come on.
Yo, I be
Where they
looking
do that at?
crazy. You
Where
be
they do
looking
that at,
like,
man?
how is that even humanly possible?
Yeah, that's just a lot of supplementation right there. We only do healthy supplements here. But core is definitely important. It's crucial because it's like I said, it's your core, it's your foundation, and it also help your balance. And that's something that you could take with you on everyday life. Like I like to give people workouts that they can translate to everyday life. Like just you picking up your remote, you'll start noticing that you're picking up your remote. Like if you're doing a certain leg exercise because your body are used to certain mechanics, more comfortable mechanics. So now you're not straining yourself. A lot of people every day get hurt just by doing simple tasks like that. So we take that for granted. So building up your core is important.
So what are the top five core building exercises that people should be doing?
Well, I gave y'all three right there. The first clip was, what you shouldn't do. And the second to last clip was also what you shouldn't do. You could remix core exercises, but I gave y'all three. But really just play around with the kettlebell. I'll do a part two for more, but you just take the kettlebell and just do deadlifts with that, or pick up the kettlebell like this and do high knees. And there's definitely a bunch of different variations you could do. I could definitely do a part two for the people, but those are just the basic of basic core exercises that maybe the person who's just starting out can't do. So you want to keep it as simple as possible.
Okay, cool. Now let's
And
get onto the
abs,
supplements.
hold on, this is important too. Abs, you only need to do abs 3 times a week. You don't need to do abs 4 or 5 times a week. Abs only need to be done 3 times a week, because when you're doing your leg day or when you're doing certain cardio exercises, you already using your abs. You're using your core every day. So you don't have to pass a core session more than 3 times. You good with 3 times a week, if that's max, and that goes for everybody across the board. Yes, you could go over, but it's not needed. You want to knock yourself out and do 5 times a week, that's fine, but it's definitely not needed to get good progress.
But is there an adverse effect of overworking your core? Like for example, you know how when you play basketball and you lift a lot of weights, right? You have to find ways to learn how to stretch properly and do yoga and certain things. That way, it doesn't mess up your jump shot because you're lifting all this iron that all of your tendons and everything is tight. So that's when you start
um,
shooting mad hard and you hitting the backboard all crazy.
yeah,
So
you need to
it's
stop
got to
talking
be a
about me
reverse
first
effect.
of all. You need to stop talking about me first of all. All right, because I still score. Right, but yeah, 100%. I mean, when you overwork anything, it's too much of a good thing. That's across the board, man. That goes without saying. You could definitely do too much chest, too much shoulders, too much core, and it's definitely gonna have the reverse effect or just no effect. A lot of people who actually, my last client of the day today, she's so stressed about ideal body because she's not overweight. She's actually already lean, but she's so stressed about wanting to get her body that she's just trying to work out all day, every day. And you're not going to get faster progress just because you're doing more. It doesn't work like that. That's where rest comes into play. You want to have a nice schedule, at least one rest day of the week. Two, for my dudes who like to lift crazy weight, 2 rest days is a game changer because if you take 2 rest days, that following third day, you're gonna be able to hit a new PR right off the rip. Because your body's just resting, especially if you're working out properly and you're really straining yourself, your body's gonna need that recovery time. Sometimes one is not a lot enough. If you're doing leg day in particular, you're doing deadlifts, you're lifting up 400 pounds, 350. You need 2 days. So rest is crucial.
Yo, you heard it. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that think that working out 7 days a week, you're going to get your results faster. And by all means, listen, we're not saying that we don't salute you. We don't salute the work ethic. That's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is you have to work smarter, not harder. So if you overwork certain things, you're not going to see those effects. And that's why you should be um, hitting up Dova in the DMs. You should be going to go see him at Gold's Gym. Shout out to Gold's Gym, by the way. And getting
Yes,
that
sir.
physical training. They actually, when you become a member, they actually give you a free hour. So go chop it up with Mike. And that way, if you like the way he works and the way he thinks and the way he does things, then by all means you should be booking your time, your personal time with him, because you are going to see the changes. You are going to see that it's a lifestyle. You're going to see that you cutting the calories. You're going to see more changes than you working out
100%,
seven
man.
days a week. You do need your rest. The muscle needs the rest.
And that goes, like I said, that goes with everything, man. Whatever you do as for work, whatever you're trying to do for work, whatever your passion is, we like to be team no sleep, but that shit don't work all the time. There's a very few people who could be consistent with no sleep. That shit is a skill. That's not for everybody. And even the people who could do it, like, Gutter, myself, I'm up 20 hours. You think I want to be up fucking 20 hours? Like, that shit is not cool. You
Right.
need your sleep. So if you can get sleep, take your sleep, because
Yeah.
eventually it's going to catch up to you. You're going to make a mistake and it's not really worth it at the end of the day.
And there is, for those of you that have flexibility in your schedule but want to be team no sleep, if you could pick the time that you can go to sleep, and you can Google this, from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., it is the best time for you to get your rest. Go look it up.
Yep,
You'll see.
yep, yep.
So
Cat
Dova,
naps are effective if you have, for people who don't have kids, if you can get a cat nap in, those are definitely effective. And you notice we're about to get into our supplements now, but I'll start handing in supplements that help you sleep faster, help you get a more just successful sleep. A lot of people have trouble sleeping, they don't get good quality sleep. So I definitely have some supplements that can help you with that because stress is a major factor across the board for everybody. Mental stress, physical stress, all types of stress. So we all have trouble sleeping. So I definitely got some supplements coming up for y'all.
and stress is the number one killer. It is the number one silent killer. It is the number one killer overall. You don't, you can't even fathom the thought of just how much stress affects your daily life. It's crazy.
Word. That's for sure. We're gonna get into the supplement though. I got it right here, man. Vitamin D is crucial. Put that close right there. Vitamin D.
Boom.
Right? Consult your doctor for how much. All right. I am not a doctor. Same thing with the air fryer. When I forgot the attachment, just because my joint says 5,000 IU's, don't go out here killing yourself. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with the cons of too much vitamin D. Since I said that, too much vitamin D can make you go to the bathroom a lot, make you urinate a lot. It definitely can turn toxic if you overdose on vitamin D. Does it happen? Not really, because people are they're lacking so much vitamin D. It really doesn't happen.
Damn, but my
Let's get
homegirl got like 12 kids. I thought it was too much vitamin D.
And
So,
that's another that's a toxic trait. You see, it's still toxic. Toxic across the board. We're talking about across the board this whole episode, man. We connecting dots here. Too much vitamin D is a problem, man. Y'all need to chill. But vitamin D, I believe statistically, is 40 to 60% we're lacking vitamin D. So pretty much half of us are lacking vitamin D. When you go to the doctor tells you you need more vitamin D. What's the first shit you say? Oh, I'm in the sun all the time. What are you talking about? Like, fam, we're not out here working in the fields no more. We're not getting that much fucking sun that you get in your vitamin D intake. It's impossible, right? Drinking milk, we don't drink milk like that no more. You know, no one who drinks milk from cows like that. The jig is up. We know whole milk is not really good for you, so you're not getting vitamin D that way. You're drinking almond milk or oat milk, and that's really calcium. That's not vitamin D. So that's a whole another thing people get twisted. So we're lacking in vitamin D across the board. So that supplement is actually top 5. It's needed. For the fellas, it activates testosterone. So if you want to get your muscle game up, if you're taking certain testosterone supplements, vitamin D will help activate that. And for the ladies, you have testosterone as well, so that's going to benefit you. You know, your
some of y'all
ratio is
a lot
different.
more than others.
Word, word.
Yeah,
So
gotta
the
relax.
ratio is just a bit different, but it's across the board. Vitamin D is needed, and it's a hormone balancer. Believe it or not, vitamin D it's a vitamin, obviously, but it's more of a hormone balancer. It affects your mood. You know, a lot of us who are down, who are depressed, or whatever it may be, stress, you don't realize how just changing how you eat and increasing your vitamin intake will solve the fucking problem. And if not solve it, just really, really help it, like immediately almost, you know, within the week. Just eating the right food, getting your proper vitamins in, you're gonna start feeling better.
So vitamin D,
That's
eat
it,
the
man.
right
Vitamin D.
foods, get your sun in,
Simple.
but you're not getting enough vitamin D in the sun. Trust. And do your chores. Get your 2 days of rest in.
That's it, man. We keep it simple out here, man. And you know, this is kind of goes back to like the beginner season that we started out with, but you know, that goes. We might do a season 2 beginner, season 2 intermediate, season 2 expert, because there's just so much information that you can miss because we keep saying it over and over again. The health industry is $1 billion industry. There's so much information in health, you could never run out of information.
No, you can't. We can actually do 100 episodes just for beginners.
Yeah,
Like you really can because there's a lot of information. And the thing is, and not only is it a lot of information, it's a lot of misinformation out there.
mm-hmm.
And then you have these people, right, that carry the misinformation. They're like COVID carriers. So they take the
Word.
misinformation, they believe it, they regurgitate it, they come back, and it's just as a vicious cycle. Just tune into the show. Listen, man, we're on
That's it, man.
episode
That's all you
26.
need. That's
Tune
all you
into the
need,
show,
man.
and um, we're going to be putting in the subjects of these shows what the episodes are for. So now you guys can go to, let's say, episode 2 and see in the comment, okay, so this episode is saying this. So if that's of more of your interest, then by all means tap in. You know what I mean? Like for this one, it's clearly going to be core exercises and vitamin D intake. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then if that's something that you guys want to tap in and share it, like it, comment, we appreciate it. We're going to be a lot more visible on YouTube. I'm about to do a shitload of
Yeah,
marketing and
man.
promotions on there now.
A lot of things
It's
coming,
go
man.
time. Yeah, so
Just
everything's
best
gonna be coming
believe
around.
we working, man. We always working behind the scenes. Gutter has things he's doing behind the scenes. I have my own thing. So this is really something we do for the love because we're both busy and we both take the time to just give y'all these gems so y'all could cash it in your life. You know, this is just a passion. A lot of the times we don't promote our own stuff. You know, Gutter has his clothing line, Gutter has sea moss. I have meal plans. I have packages, and that's the like almost the last thing that we promote because at the end of the day, this is just free information for y'all to use. And of course, you're interested in more, we'll help you out. But we do this for the love primarily.
Yo, they're getting it for the free 99, and they don't have to pay tax.
Word.
Like,
If anything, I'm paying the tax for y'all. And Gutter too. Like,
yeah, for real. Yo, shout out to my cousin, man. I know I'm paying for all his food stamps, bastard. But yo, listen, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsor at the end of the day, Essentials for Life, man. Dover, Gold's Gym, um, RTJ The Brand, SBNDK. We show love to everybody, man. We out here. You throwing shade and trying to block the sun from other people ain't gonna shine more on you. We could all win out here, man. We all winning currently. You have to think positive at all
right.
times. And yo, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Straight Facts with Gutter, man. Present Health as Wealth, the Dovaway, episode 26. Dover, you got anything to say to the people before we head out?
Nah, man. We out of here, man. Tune in next episode. We got more. That's it.
Y'all ready? Peace.
Peace.